How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back to another World of Tanks video. Today we're going to be looking at the Concept 1B. Yeah, this thing just got released yesterday. This is just going to be my first impressions of it. I will do a little bit of a comparison, but we're not going to go into detail with the tank and stuff like that. It is purely just going to be what I think about the tank and my first impressions. Now, let's just quickly compare this to the other reward tank, the Phase 1. Now, I've played the Phase 1 and it's a good tank. I like the Phase 1. A lot of people don't like the Phase 1, but I do. Phase 1 is nice. It also does get very, very nice feature that it has a always there repair kit, so you don't have to pay for the repair kit, and it does actually do more. It repairs faster as well. So there's that up its sleeve. Minus 10 degrees gun depression. Yep, I mean, all in all, the concept has a better turret. At least if you're looking at people head on. As soon as you fight more than one person, and they're like to the side like this, for example, they'll just pen you in the side. It's quite weak from like the side of the turret. A little bit like the Rhino in that respect. Obviously, the Rhino, it has like, imagine the concept, but just minus this bulk at the back here. And that's basically the concept. Like, if you think about it, like, it is. Like, it is literally just the Rhino turret minus the big wings at the back, or the ears. So, yeah, you can get very, very easily penned in the side of the turret. Fighting more than one person is going to be a problem in this tank. Also, you can't really side scrape, where, you know, the Phase 1 can. Although it's not super reliable, but it's better than the concept, that's for sure. Because the concept just gets penned in the engine deck, right at the back here. So as soon as you try and side scrape even slightly, you can just get penned here, which is really, really annoying. But I mean, it's about the same similar size weak spot as the Phase 1, because the Phase 1 does obviously have this big bulge at the side. So, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But just from knowing about weak spots like this, like on the Lurva, for example, and this is a lot more low down than the Lurva. So, yeah, this engine deck at the back is going to be a little bit annoying. Its turret, though, I mean, oh god. If you're going hull down on a ridgeline, there's not really too much you can do about it. Like, you're not going to be able to pen it realistically if it's using this much gun depression. You can pen either side, which is about 290 for pen, but high pen APCR would actually just go straight through this thing. So if you're facing a chief and they fire premium, because, I mean, who doesn't fire any premium in a chief? Oh. We don't talk about that, but it will just go straight through you, completely. Super conk, anything like that, it will just go straight through this gun mantlet. As long as they aim for either the left or the right, you're just going to get penned. This also is a little weak spot here, but it's like 290mm thick and it's angled, so yeah, even like APCR might just bounce off of it because of how well angled that is. But yeah, let's just get into some games, because I don't want to... I'm not making this a review or anything like that. But compared to the Phase 1, it trades blows. It's definitely faster, though, than the Phase 1. I've stick a turbo on this. We're going to try it with just vents and see how the gun handling is. If it's bad, then I'm going to put V-stab on it. But we'll see. We'll see. It's all about experimentation, right? I mean, the soft stats on this thing aren't that bad for the gun, so... That's why I've stuck it in there. But yeah, we got 49 forward, 22 power to weight. Yeah, this thing's going to feel like more like a medium tank. Let's get into some games, shall we? As you can tell, I'm using the poor man's Damascus camo from Clan Wars, yeah. You got this in the festival fair. I think it was in like 2018 or something, or 2019. Yeah. But, I mean, it's just poor man's Damascus skill camo. It's true. But, no, I forgot to mention about the gun. 400 alpha with, like, super nice, like, god tier APCR shell velocity. and with 258 pen, which I believe is more than enough, honestly. 310 heat is nice, and it gets really, really nice shell velocity on that as well. Bloom is a little bit much, noticing so far. Are we tall enough to go here? No, so we're going to drop down here, and we will use this little position. We could try and... Do we see the side scraping potential? I don't really know. Like, can't really... Oh, hello. Didn't quite hit him correctly. We can actually use the tracks, I believe, as well. How fast are we going to reload? Nah, we might take one for it. It's fine, though. Let's try and get a shot into this guy's cupola. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I'm about to receive a nice amount of damage, thank you. HE guns are very, very cool. Okay, this gun is not hitting much at all. Okay, he says. We're now going to back off slightly. I'm going to try and let this Oho overpeak. If he overpeaks to try and shoot these, we can just track him. One thing that I forgot to mention also, it doesn't have a lot of health. 1.8k is not a lot of health. You can get shot and you, like, say you receive a 750 alpha shot, which I basically have. Here he is. Oh my god. I should have just waited a little bit longer. Gun is not very accurate. You receive a 750 alpha shot and you're down to like 1.2k. And then only a few more shots and you're dead. Okay. Come on, man. Okay, well, I think we're just going to have to be patient here because we cannot really peek this anymore. We can, though, maybe get a shot to this guy. Nope. This isn't the best map for this tank because you can't realistically go, like, hold down too much. Also, getting shot by Ohos for 300 each time is very, very fun. Oh, wow. This reload does feel really long. Come on, you're so lucky! Like, how? How is this man this lucky? I don't get it. He should have been dead like 10 years ago. Okay. Okay. Well, we got one shot in. I mean, basically no damage this game, like 2k. This is really, really bad, actually. I kind of want at least 3k in this thing, but yeah. I don't know. Let's have a look at the battle hits and see where some of those shots went in. Okay. Well, right. About 260 pen and you're just going to die like that. Okay. Straight through my upper plate. Very cool. Obviously that's going to pen. Like, how does that do 300 damage with HE? I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, it's got one of... Oh, it's one of these tanks. Oh, no. Oh. Right, okay. Oh. About side scraping in this thing. If you bounce, there's a chance that you're just going to take a load of damage, because when you bounce and your front of your tank goes up, if they time it right, which isn't too hard to do, they can just pen straight there. Straight underneath your hull armor. Just above your tracks. That's so annoying. Well, that ricocheted. That bounced. HE. E to lower plate. Yeah. Like, all of... Okay, so we now know about this. And apparently, I don't know what happened here, to be honest. I thought that would have bounced. I mean, this guy got very lucky, this game. Like, we aim up here and it goes down there. It's like, oh. And apparently this is a critical damage. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very lucky, honestly. Liberté player. I mean, I didn't really feel like I needed V-stab in that. Sure, it would have helped a little bit, but I don't know. I think Turbo makes this tank like a medium tank, in a way. Because it goes at 50. And it's got really, really good power to weight. So it basically is a medium tank at that stage. Like, STB1, it's not far off that from ability-wise, if you look at it. Like, 50 forwards, 25. 49 forwards, 22. I mean, if you looked at, say, a slower medium tank, what other medium tanks do I have at tier 10? Pattern? 50 and 18 is faster than a Pattern. UDES? 50, 18, faster than a UDES. Not going to be faster than a Progetto, but it's got better power to weight than a Progetto. I mean, it's even, like, got more power to weight than a 140. But, I mean, first game, I'm not too worried. We were learning about the tank, learning how it plays, learning what we can and can't do. Yeah. It wasn't a really, really good game, but let's just hope that the next one's a bit better than that. Okay, good matchmaking. We're getting very, very blessed with the matchmaking at the moment, actually. So I'm gonna go to the heavy corner, because we'll be able to go hold down as well, which is really, really good. And no one else can really, like, realistically shoot us. So this, technically, on this corner, I should be just god tier. Honestly. I almost got there fast enough to shoot. Actually, I did. Okay, let's see if he can pen us. Should just be able to sit here, like, without any repercussions, unless they fire hate. What a god! Okay, right. Gun depression is a little bit needed now. This tank doesn't hit a lot, does it? It's got .33. But, like, I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't feel like it's accurate. Oh, God. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Ah, that was unlucky. Please don't over. Man, what is he hitting? How is this possible? Okay, what is this? Why am I getting penned by everything? Oh, and he has a shot. Oh, this tank's weird. This tank's really weird, actually. Okay, so the first shot pens the cupola. The second one pens the cupola. This is with AP. This is 258 he has. Pen. And it's just going through like it's nothing. Even when it's angled up a little bit as well. And again, he does it again. That's a pretty good angle. Like, I need to check on TanksGG. Okay, so we're on TanksGG. This is what you can see. So I was using about like maybe this much gun depression, right? This is this is a really awkward tank. I mean, I'm glad that it's not like the thing is, right? You have to think about it. You don't want a tier 9 chief. So it's like it needs to be balanced somehow, but this is like quite a big balancing factor. I mean, maybe if I went to the other mound across the road from where I was, I probably, even then, it's like, what? Even if I'm using like, I have to use pretty much all my gun depression to make it usable. And even then, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he can just pen it with heat. Like, you don't want a tier 9 chief, but you also don't want it to be super, super easily penned. Because the awkward thing about this tank is, if you go back, so that I was, you know, covering that upper plate, I then exposed my cupola, and they were just hitting that really, really easily, as you saw. So it's like, do you go up, and then they pen here, or do you go back, and then they just pen up here? I don't know. It's a weird tank so far. Very, very weird tank. Yeah, maybe we take turbo off. I don't, like... I mean, it still goes at 45 and 20. Okay, we'll try it with this. We'll try it with this. And see how it goes. This is the more standard loadout, right? For the equipment. We'll see how this goes. But is it just me, or does this tank just feel like 0.33 is just wrong on this tank? It feels like 0.4. Like, he misses everything. Okie dokie, let's have a little look. What can we do here? And again, with good matchmaking. I mean, it still feels fast, I suppose, so... no arty, so we could actually go and play hold down on this corner bit. Although I don't trust the gun. So I don't think we will. There's so many problems, right? So if I go here, I don't trust the gun enough to shoot this distance. Or this distance. So if I go here, I then get shot by two different angles, here or here. So... let's see, what can we do? Spotted a Carnarvon as well. I don't know if he can hit me. He might be able to, who knows. His gun was actually getting in my way there, but it's not the reason why why I missed that shot. This guy isn't playing his concept very well. Very nice shot. Repair that gun. Man, we can both play here if you just give me a little bit of a wider berth. Come on, man. I hit this guy's gun. Well, we now know that we can just pen his upper plate if he peeks. Carnarvon, you peeking? No. I mean, so far I'm just thinking, like, I mean, do you... I can't realistically forgo vents on this tank. Because it just gives too much. Like, vents is helping out with this dispersion as well. God knows what the dispersion would look like if I didn't have vents on this thing. But it's like I do miss turbo at the same time. We don't really need to pay attention to them at the moment. He's not peeking. There's a bat chat there as well, which I need to be careful of. I don't... No, he won't peek that. Do we go around? Maybe. Yeah, let's go around and kill this Carnarvon. Carnarvon? Concept and friends. Kill him. Run away. Because the Carnarvon and the concept are there. Okay. Armor not penetrated. Okay, buddy. Yeah. Another 2K game. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's so weird. How did I not pen the lower plate of it? Like, really? That doesn't pen? Like, that's not a crazy angle. That was annoying. This guy's gun gets in the way. Yeah. And then, what do they pen on me? Let's have a little look. Oh my god. What? You joking? It ricocheted up into the thing again. What? Oh, come on. Yep, he pens there. He pens there. Oh my god, this is a joke. He pens here? Okay, that's like... Oh, this tank. Okay. The thing is, the problem with this tank is if you made it have good hull armor, it would be a tier 9 chief. So you can't really touch this. If they buffed this, it would be OP. Because all you would have to do is sit there looking at someone and they can't do anything. Let's say that I go hold down and I remove this lower plate. And they can only see this bit. Right? And I'm losing a little bit of gun depression so they can't hit my cupola. That thing's OP. That is OP. There's no questions about it. That is overpowered. So they balanced it out by doing this. I mean, if they made it so that this was weaker up here, and then they remove, well, they buff this, the upper hull, then maybe it'll be better. Also, I'm putting turbo back on this. I really like turbo. Is this a bad tank? No, it's not a bad tank. It's a very good tank, actually. It's just it's so dependent on your team around you, and that you need to kind of get lucky, because if you need to try and get as much of your tank hull down as possible and using as much of your gun depression as possible. Otherwise, you're just dead. So is it broken overpowered? Nope. It's not overpowered, honestly. And as we found out, the sides are super, super weak. Especially if they're bouncing around. Just go and pen the upper bit here. Yeah, you'll pen it. It doesn't have any bulges underneath. But if they're side scraping and they actually turn their turret, right under here, on this bit, like in the turret ring kind of thing, just beneath the gun, is 250mm thick. So if they're actually side scraping, just go and pen them there. Yeah. Or you pen the engine deck over here. This is weak. Or you can try and bounce up underneath. So, yeah. This thing isn't overpowered. It is not a tier 9 chief. And honestly, I've shown you how to pen this thing, because you can pretty much go through the upper plate every single time. Even against tier 8s, right? Tier 8s, just fire premium and go straight through this upper plate. Because pretty much every single person has about 250 pen on premium rounds at tier 8. Against tier 7s, yeah, this thing's going to be stupid. But that's +2. +2 is stupid, okay? You stick pretty much any tier 9 heavy tank in a tier 7 game, it's going to just dominate them, because there is zero balance there for any tier 7 heavy tanks. I mean, to be fair, I like this tank. I didn't play my best, right? 2.1 is pretty bad. It's very bad for me, actually, for a heavy tank. And 0% wins. But I don't think that this tank is bad. I don't think it's super overpowered. I think they've done a good job with the balance of this tank, honestly. Yeah. The marks are probably going to be stupidly high for this thing, considering it's a ranked war tank. And yeah, people that are much better than me are going to do very, very well in it. And maybe eventually, after I get some more games in it, then I'll revisit this and do a review on it. And yeah. I think, obviously, these are only 3 games. It doesn't really show a good example of the tank. It's, again, just my first impressions. This is by no means a review. Just my first games, what I felt like during the gameplay. And yeah, overall I like this tank. Although I didn't perform very, very well in it. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure you subscribe and leave a like. It does all help me out greatly. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.